Hi guys, it's Amy Catherine here, and this is your weekly reading for April 20th through 26th, 2020. Okay, so if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I do a weekly 3-card draw every Sunday, and it is one for Monday, Tuesday, one for Wednesday, Thursday, and one for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But first I wanted to mention some astrological events, or one in particular that's coming up this week. There's actually two this week. Let me rephrase that. So the first astrological event for this week is going to happen on Wednesday, April 22nd, and that is the new moon in Taurus, and it is going to be conjunct Uranus. So the new moon is going to be at 3 degrees of Taurus, and the Uranus is going to be at 6 degrees of Taurus. So they're going to be within a 3-degree arc. So when celestial bodies kind of go conjunct, or they get close together, they amplify each other's energies. And what that means is that this might be a new moon of unexpected changes. The new moon and Uranus also squares off against Saturn in Aquarius. And what that means is square is a hard angle. That means that there's a challenging aspect, or an aspect we need to work on balancing or synergizing those energies. So with this new moon, what I channel with this information is there might be some unexpected changes, and specifically restructuring. Saturn likes being in Aquarius. I believe Saturn is the old ruler of Aquarius, and Uranus is the newer ruler of Aquarius. And I believe that Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So what that means is that Saturn is kind of in its home sign, so to speak. It's also at home in Capricorn, because it's the modern ruler of Capricorn. So when this shows up, please work this week on being patient with yourself and being patient with others. There is a hard emphasis on grounding, especially with this new moon being in Taurus, and Taurus is a very grounded, sort of steady, fixed energy. It's a very sort of stubborn sign, and Taurus is also a sign that loves the beauty of the world. So this is a time to really work on maybe art, writing, something that's grounding, something that helps you feel creative in some way. And basically what I'm channeling with this information is that be adaptable. Be someone who doesn't really do that sort of knee-jerk reaction. One of the sort of analogies that my guides gave me was that, you know, when you're having to restart your phone or restart your computer because it's acting slow, and you got to kind of sit there and wait for it. This is one of those phases that feels almost like that hard reset phase, where in that brief period it's shut down and you're waiting for everything to sort of reboot. That's kind of what this new moon feels like. New moons in general are great for indrawing energy and making wishes. So with this new moon, this is a time of indrawing more patience. Maybe if you're trying to cultivate a new job or more money, because Taurus rules sort of that second house in astrology, which is one of finances. This is a great time to sort of pull in more energy through manifesting more financial energy or things physical and physically related. So this new moon can be really beneficial for you that way. Also, later in the week, I believe on the 25th, Pluto goes retrograde. So what that means is this is going to be a time of internal changes and internalizing sort of reform versus externalizing it. Retrogrades aren't something to be afraid of. Even Mercury retrograde, some people are like, I can't sign contracts, I can't do anything. Mercury retrograde is just about revising, but in this case, and with Pluto retrograde, and it's pretty common, it's in a lot of charts, and I believe it happens once a year, that Pluto retrograde is all about internalizing and working on yourself and changing yourself internally in some way. So it isn't a bad thing. It's going to be sort of a theme of really using all this time that we had to reflect in quarantine and shelter in place to revise ourselves. And what I've kept emphasizing is that this is a time of inflection, and Pluto retrograde only amplifies that. And so what I recommend is to do some meditations on the 25th and just really sort of go within and see how you can work on yourself and see how this quarantine has helped you improve yourself and really sort of work on your own energy and work on yourself in some way. So on to the weekly reading. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this week. I'm not going to be shuffling. I am going to be drawing from the daily guidance from your Angels Oracle card deck. And that is this one right here. This is by Radley Valentine. It's really pretty. It's got like sort of a gold sort of shimmer to it. I use this deck a lot with people who are intuitive. I notice that this deck likes to be used with people who are intuitive or very open spiritually when I give readings. So what I did was I went ahead and drew the cards and sort sort of channeled their meanings. So for Monday, Tuesday, we have the ocean. And that's this card right here. When this card shows up, this is about working with the ocean and working with that energy in some way. One of the most purifying energies out there is salt water, and the ocean especially. It is definitely a cleansing and detoxing energy. So for those of you who are near the ocean, who are near or able to go to the beach, please continue practicing social distancing. So don't get in any sort of large groups or anything, but maybe see if you can dip your feet into the ocean or use salt water in some way, in a cleansing way. This is a time of, even if you can't go into the ocean, I'd recommend maybe watching a YouTube video with like relaxing ocean sounds, or maybe taking a salt bath. I myself might be doing that this coming week. And what this card says in particular is that the ocean, the deep blue sea, speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. So this is a time of sort of, I got a major sort of detox energy with that, and detoxing specifically using salt water as a tool. So I know I'm the high priestess of the Church of the Salt Bath, so this is a time where even the guys upstairs are really emphasizing that a salt bath, or working with ocean energies in some way, and working with that sort of saline energy can really help you. On to Wednesday, Thursday, we have a card, and I love this card. It's called Go For It. And that's this chick. She's a really cool girl on top of a unicorn. And with this card, what it shows is it feels like it's a green light or something that you need to take action on in some way. So if an idea comes up, or there's something that you've been thinking and kind of been sitting on, or wondering if you need to take action on, this is a great time to do that, especially Wednesday, Thursday. So you might get an itch to start a new project, or to apply for that job, or to look online for something, or to start something or create something. Do that. That's a good time to start on that. What this card says is that your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. So I really like this card because that feels like it's a green light. It feels like with that, especially with that new moon, this is a great time to manifest. And new moons are also great new beginning energies, and it lasts for the next 2 weeks until the full moon. With Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with the weekend, we have time to go. So I feel like it's a continuation of that Wednesday, Thursday card. So there might be some additional energies that you'll be needing to put forth into that new project. It doesn't feel like it's something that should be taken lightly or working long term. It feels like with this energy, there's going to be a level of patience involved. It feels like there's going to be letting go of a situation too, because with starting something new, there's always going to be letting go of something. There might be something monetary or something physically related with this, what I'm sensing. So I don't know what that means. It might be investing in something, or it might be working on something, or donating to money, or having to work on something financially. But what I'm picking up is there is a physical element to this. What this card says is the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the adventures in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So it feels like that these two cards, this Wednesday, Thursday, and this weekend card, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they kind of go hand in hand. That there's going to be something that you'll be able to start, or there's going to be something that you're going to want to start, or something you'll need to take action on. But with that comes letting go, or some sort of a sacrifice, because you can't receive something if your hands are full. So this is going to be a week where it makes sense with that Monday, Tuesday card that there's going to be a level of detoxification and purification of the self in some way. So work on some self-care on Monday, Tuesday, maybe meditation, work with salt water, with the ocean if you can, and that sort of cleansing energy. And then the go for it energy, which is starting something new or taking action in some way. It's almost got sort of an Aries feel. And then with the Friday, Saturday, Sunday card, it feels like there's going to be some transitions. With this new moon that I'm also sensing is it feels like there's going to be some sort of a reset. It even showed me like a bubble popping in some way. So I don't know what that means, but it feels like it's going to be positive for us in the long run, but this is going to require a level of patience and specifically staying grounded. So when in doubt, I know that a lot of astrologers sort of like, they can sometimes feel like doom and gloom, but the answer is where the sun and moon are at in those sort of lunations. And in this case, it's in Taurus, which is the whole key to working with this energy and working through this energy is being grounded. Also being outdoors and being in nature in some way. Lean up against a tree, put your bare feet in the grass. Work on that root chakra energy, malasana pose in yoga or down dog in yoga. Even if it's going outside for 10 minutes and sitting on your back porch, that's going to do wonders for you during this time. And I'd recommend doing that on a regular basis, just going outside where you can breathe the fresh air. Maybe open up your windows or open up your blinds and curtains in your home and letting some natural sunlight in. That is going to help us and help you get through this and help with the de-stressing and helping with us sort of working in this sort of new lifestyle, this temporary lifestyle, but new nonetheless. So anywho, I hope you liked this reading. If you do like my channel, please like and subscribe for weekly updates and weekly readings. I also occasionally come out with psychic development tips and tricks. I'm also available for booking a reading online, and that link is below. And you can also schedule a reading with me through Forever in a Day in Woodstock, Georgia, in person when they open back up May 13th. And then they also have phone readings right now on Tuesdays and Fridays, but you have to call to schedule an appointment, and that link is below. I also have a newsletter and give free monthly readings and astrology reports to my newsletter subscribers only. So if you want to get a free monthly card reading and would like free astrology reports, I come out with my monthly newsletter every first of the month, and that gives you updates on events and things that I'm doing, sometimes discount codes and coupons and updates. So don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. That link is also below. So anywho, take care. Please practice safety and social distancing. If you go out, don't forget to wear a mask and gloves because the CDC is recommending that. And please just take care. Luck favors the prepared and stay safe. And I will talk to you later and see you next week. Take care.